have that there. Shoot, I don't have that there. Okay. When you watch me trade, you will notice that I am often buying on the way down. Have you seen that, guys? Have you seen me buying on the way down in my videos or on YouTube, on Periscope, whatever? Yes. Yes. All right. So, initially, this is left side, and this is right side. Initially, you must become a right side buyer. Boom, you buy the right side of a V. This is a V. All right? So this is the right side buy of a V. You're coming in on the right side. And the right side buyer is largely when green, boom, is taking out red. That's a right side buy. A left side buy is on the red. The left side buyer is coming in on the red. All right? And that's what I call pyramiding, left siding. And the pyramider starts a little bit, usually a little bit before 50%, and is willing to buy in stages or pyramid or leg into the play in anticipation of it doing this. Now, what gives the pyramider the confidence? The extent of the power before it. See? Now, you first must become good at right siding, and then after you've mastered the right side entry, the right side buy, and your account goes to higher levels, you then have to be brought to the left side. Why? Because size is on the left side. Size doesn't exist in the same proportion on the right side. So the fact that this is shooting up is an indication that the available number of shares is sparse. That's why it's moving up. The demand is searching for shares by reaching higher because it doesn't exist where the demand is right now. So in order for me to get size, I have to buy on the way down. That's where the size is. On the way up, I have to chase. I would have to buy too many levels up to get size. Does this make sense? I have to take 26s, 27s, 28s, 29s, 30s to get size. Because at every penny, the available size is small. Do you understand this in theory at least? Right. Okay. The key to pyramiding is the judgment of the violence and power with which the stock had on the way up. Like, this is so powerful that my confidence in buying on the way down is very high. But if this is feeble, I'm not doing that. I'm going pure right side, if anything. Okay. Yes, if the initial move, now I'm not pyramiding on the initial drop. I'm pyramiding as we drop closer toward the 50% pullback level. That's the appropriate time to do it, right? So it would not be on red bar 1, it would be on red bar 2. And I'm not going to wait for the exact 50% because so many things turn before that. So 35% in, 40% in, I'm starting, boom, boom, boom. And the stock is dropping into my buys, see? Because of this power, I'm okay with my confidence level. As long as the first bar, the way it starts, doesn't start like this. That in one fell swoop, there's just this violent drop. That's all bets are off. The way something starts is by far the most important criteria with this, because this is the usual result when it starts violent like that. Remember, all of these things will become clear and clear as we trade together and the scenarios come up, you know. So you've got your mandatory buy. Now guys, listen, this is where we systematize profit taking, the 3-bar push rule and the new high rule if and when you get a pullback that stays in the top 50%. But what about the pullbacks? Continue. Look at these. Can you take these? Yes, if there's no violent drop like this, I'm okay with you trying to take a move that has dropped past the 50% level. It's okay. But as you move deeper below the 50%, the profit goal drops quite naturally. If you drop all the way to the beginning, your now profit roll is halfway back up. So remember, if it stayed in the top 50%, the goal is new high. The deeper you fall below the new high, the goal has to drop. That makes sense, right? Go all the way back to the beginning, and now your buy, the profit-taking point, is no longer new high. It's now 50%. So now the break above 50% is your profit-taking rights. This concept is what allows me to get out of a losing trade most of the time. Traders say when they watch me from the outside, they're not my traders, they're not under my guidance, they are not being taught or trained by me. They just watch me from the outside on Periscope or look at my videos on YouTube, and they're trying to glean things from the outside looking in. And there's certain things they can and most things they can't, right? So most traders who watch me casually from the outside say, Oliver, you either never show your losses or you don't have losses. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. I have losses all the time, like anybody else. Everybody has losses. The thing is, the difference is, I don't keep them. You see me in negative territory all the time. I don't stay there. So, for instance, I might have to, because I started buying here, let's say, and there, this thing might keep going. And now I'm like, oh, shoot, look, it's way past the 50% my level now. So now I'll stop and I'll wait. This is a losing trade to me. I'm in negative territory. You see my P&L negative now. And so I was playing the probability of the pullback stopping in the top 50% and then moving to new high, but I kept going. And bought a little more. So, okay, shoot, losing trade. All right, so now I stay with it because my maximum, we'll get to that, my maximum losses outside of this. The maximum loss is so far away. I will wait for this. So we will get this, and boom, I will drill this so hard. You understand? That point right there, I will drill hard. Now, why am I drilling this point hard? If I drill this part hard enough, my average price, which might be here, it's probably not, let's say it is there. I need to drive it under the 50% level. You see? Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I need to drive this under the 50% level because now the target is 50%. So if by buying heavy here, I drive my average price to there. Way more than a unit, however. This is me. You're asking me about how I trade, which is, in a sense, beyond you at this point. But I want to give, sometimes I like to give you a glimpse into your future. You're being grown into this. And then what happens is that now I'm profitable. And so I have turned a failed play into a profitable play. The casual outsiders see positive 1800, boom, Oliver never loses. That was a losing play. I just know how to come out of 98% of it, 98.5% of it actually. But I want you to understand the concept. The concept is based on this. I got to eliminate all of this again. Now let me show you what the concept is based on, right? The concept is based on this, the new high. If you stay in the top 50%, the odds are extraordinarily high that the next move is going to be a new high. The deeper you drop below 50%, the lower the odds of a new high become. Drop back toward the origin of your strength, and now the bounce has only good odds of halfway. Poor odds of a new high, good odds of halfway. So now I'm going to turn those odds. I'm going to use the new set of odds to get my money back. Boom, I'm going to hit this up hard enough so that halfway I'm back at profitability. Does this make sense? All right? But here's the thing that I need you focused on at this moment. That your best pullbacks against power, your healthiest pullbacks against power, are the ones that stay in the top 50%. Because they're the ones that create what I call the whale. The new high after a pullback is whale complete. We are whale hunters. We are whale hunters. All right? Once the whale is complete off the open, that is initial power, pullback, after pullback, surge to new high, whale complete, after whales are complete, the nature of your stock will tend to change. Look, power, pullback, stay in the top 50%, surge to a new high. After the new high, whale is complete. You grabbed the whale. Look at what the stock does after. It's almost like a different stock. It went on vacation. So whales typically have two fins, you know, and that's it. So if you are not all gone on the first surge, you are definitely all gone on the whale because of the high likelihood of the stock changing its nature. So there you have the two profit-taking rules. Really very important stuff there. If you are not taking a profit, you are stopping out. It's the only way to exit. These two ways are the only way to exit or stop outs. Now we're going to get to stop adjustments. We have that tomorrow. But right now, whether it's a stop adjustment or your initial stop, there's only two ways to exit. And there's only three ways to exit. 3 pushes before a pullback, after a pullback, new high, or stop out. The novice has others. What I think, what I feel, my fear, my fright. No, only these three. 3 pushes before a pullback, after a pullback, new high, or stop out. And nothing else in between moves you. All right, guys. One more break, and then we'll go into the end of the day. All right, one more break, and then we go into the end of the day. All right, guys, let's get ready. Okay, last leg of the day here.